who can afford to live in that kind of house?
I grew up just 10 miles from here, but it's a completely different world. There's no way even my poshest frock will open the doors to the Chelsea set. I need an insider. After being married to a billionaire tycoon for 18 years, Amanda Eliasch apparently received a multi-million-pound divorce settlement. She spent years as a prominent figure in Chelsea, and she's agreed to be my guide.
Amanda is upstairs.
Can I wear my shoes upstairs?
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Oh, you look fantastic.
Well, we're going to a tea party. Yes.
What kind of tea party are you going to?
Mad Hatters. That's why I'm wearing the hat and looking absurd. Can you stand it?
I think that sounds right up my street.
Well, it better be. We've got the best hairdresser. She used to do Anna Winters.
Hello.
This is Mehreen.
It's lovely to meet you.
Oh, yeah, lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
You can choose which hat you would like.
Okay, shall I
There's
try
that
both?
one. Yes.
I don't really wear hats, to be honest, so...
Well, we're going to a Mad Hatters tea party. We have to wear them.
Yeah?
Let's have a look.
What do you think? Do you
Oh,
agree?
well, you know, yes, I love it.
Okay, do I need to take a seat?
Do you want to put some net on or not?
Yeah, let's go all out. Why not?
That's because I've got a bit of net. Darling, you know, I'm right, I've got everything.
What do I do?
Well, she'll do it, she'll do it.
Okay.
Oh my God, it looks amazing. She came with the right hairdo.
Do you often get invited to these kind of events?
Well, yes. Yesterday I went to the Ritz.
Yeah. And
I like to be included. Rather than excluded.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Okay.
Shall I change?
Down the bottom there is a bathroom on the left.
Amanda doesn't actually spend all her time at parties. She has used her wealth to become an artist, a poet, and a photographer.
What's this photo of, Amanda?
Ah, it's the sort of retro look I like. I was mad on nudity at the time, so I used to do semi-erotic photographs of girls. There we are. I'll let you get dressed.
I will fit in.
Oh, absolutely. You look like you're going to Ascot. Would you like to borrow a jacket just in case?
Yes, why not?
I'll give you my favourite one. It's Saint Laurent. It's okay just to throw over your
Yes.
shoulders.
Oh, I throw it over. Okay.
Now let's get moving. Chelsea is a very, very historical place to live. It's a pretty place, and there's a huge mixture and variety of people living here. You know, it's got more social housing here than in any other place practically in London.
Do you know any of the people who live in social housing?
Oh, not particularly. Well, here, for instance, in fact, every night is open for people who are homeless, and they can come and sleep here. And you can make quite a bit of money on the King's Road if you're homeless. Because, you know, you're around there, and there's a lot of very rich people. We've got Sol Campbell, the footballer. We've got Lord Brown, who was head of BP. We've got the Earl of Cadogan, who owned my house, in fact. I mean, I bought it from him.
So your husband was very well off.
Yes.
What level of well off was he?
Well, he has his own fleet of private jets.
My goodness.
Yes. You know, he's a very intelligent person. Not everybody has the ability to make money. And when they do, I think they should be encouraged and helped. Instead, they're almost ashamed and hidden away. You know, they're not allowed to help others because, remember, they're giving a lot of jobs to others. You know, they're not all evil bastards. What do you think of
We're
that?
heading to the Royal Hospital Chelsea on a golf buggy. There's an art fair in progress where visitors can buy the finest works of art, design, furniture and jewellery from antiquity to the present day.
Is this what the wealthy spend their money on?
Well, they don't spend it just on private jets and fast cars. They also enjoy beautiful objects.
So is this like wealthy people's IKEA? Right.
I love that. Of course it is.
And if they have something rare in their house, what does that mean? What does that show?
They know they've got it. They wouldn't necessarily boast about it, but they'd be just happy to have that object. Sometimes a piece of furniture can be better than a wife, you know? Expensive wife.
One area of the fair was accessible only by invite.
How are you, darling?
The Mad Hatter's Tea Party. But there was no tea. It was actually a tasting event selling £1,000 bottles of champagne.
The 3 wines we actually tried this afternoon, have a think about how light they are, how floral, how elegant, perhaps how feminine. Very, very lean, very, very fresh, perfect aperitif.
That's all diamonds.
Yeah.
The fact that it's a 3-finger ring is, obviously sets it apart somewhat.
Yeah, so how much are we thinking?
45,000.
Right. So
This is how the rich do live.
I don't usually feel uncomfortable. I'm quite good at being able to go to different places and meet different kinds of people. But I feel a little bit out of place.
I feel like if I try and join a social circle, I just won't know what anyone's saying.
So it's safer to just sit by myself for a bit so that I don't have to contribute to any conversation about art or fancy French words.
It's not too bad.
Yes, I do. Up to a point. Yes, absolutely. I love them. How could you not? I mean, they're fun to come, but I never stay very long. I usually stay for about 15 to 20 minutes.
Why is that?
Well, it's just because I want to do something else too.
I was interested to see what a party for very wealthy people would look like, and boy, those people were wealthy. They had all the money in the world, but I can't imagine anyone there was actually having a good time. It just didn't seem like fun. It was very formal. Everybody's just complimenting each other's hats repeatedly. That's not a party.
Well, she's probably
The
right.
Mad Hatters seem entirely comfortable in their world. I feel like a bit of an outsider, and I want to find out how you get to fit in. I'm off to meet Evgeny Barkin, once Russia's richest man under 35. He lives in Chelsea with his partner Tatiana and their daughter. I want to find out how they feel about becoming part of his community. As their daughter has a ballet lesson, I go for a nose.
What made you move to Chelsea?
It's very comfortable life here. It's very close and easy to work. I want to say safe, but it's not.
Currently, there are lots of issues, safety issues.
Really? Like what?
Well, stabbings, burglars, like literally.
In Chelsea?
Every day there is a car broken into.
Do you guys have private security patrolling the area?
There is a security guard patrolling the street, so all the houses chipped in.
It's good that you guys can all chip in.
Yeah, no, definitely. Obviously, if people around here didn't have that money, well, we probably wouldn't be in this situation anyway because no one would target this particular area.
Evgeny and Tatiana recently opened a fine dining restaurant in the heart of Mayfair.
Is that receipt?
It's the first receipt over 10,000 in our restaurant, and we put it for luck.
What do you think of it, George?
Together, they also run Hedonism, a fine wine and spirit boutique.
It's not boring, is it?
It's a change of direction for Evgeny. He built his fortune in mobile phones, but fled Russia after the authorities levelled what he says were trumped up